Hi everyone, this is Kazi Tawhid from Agon Studios. So today we will start dig deep on elements. But before we start working with elements, I like to do this video with regarding the control of a element. There are three basic section of a element. This is primary section. This one is effects. One is customized. So these are the three sections that are common in every elements, and their settings are being common in every element. There are maybe about 20 or 30% control change on different elements regarding the actions or process of that elements. So that's why today we will talk about the primary settings of an element, and the next video will see explore the effects and customize, and the next video customize. So let's start with the video. So here we can see the primary section, and in here first we see the children. So we can take any element under this, any kind of element we need regarding the design, the development, and that's where we will select it. Then we see the setup section. In the setup section we have few basic setups like font size. If you can control the font size in the basic element from here. Then the HTML tag, which tag you want to define the element for. Like you can define it any way. This is one of the best possible thing for Cornerstone. So when the Google read the website, it's in a very structured way. Then the alignment of the element under this element, we can control this in a different way, Flexbox, but we can also control this from here. Then the visibility in div, this is like overflow, x overflow, y overflow, but in different elements is directly like overflow. So this, there will be one button like visible hidden auto scroll. So that's one thing. Okay, so this is a no pointer event. We'll understand this in our next video or future video when we work with div directly. This is j index. You understand j index, like one section to another. Like we can have one thing under one thing. Like let's say we can make it a version of 2, 3. We will see all this in the videos of creating pages and content. Then we'll understand this directly. Then this is the background section. So here we can create a background, choose the background from here. Then we can the background changes. Then we an interactive background as well. Like now we have selected two color interaction. Base color is red, interaction color is white. So if you hover it, say white. So there is advanced option in here. You can create you can add two layers, like layer 1 lower layer and upper layer. With this you can create some designs. Like for upper layer, lower layer, we can choose a background image, and on top of it we can select a color. So there is a shadow effect if you want to add the section or the element as a whole, not only div, as well in anything. So one thing is that in the when you choose different things like color, there's a color palette. When we choose background image, there are like this is here, we select the background image like this. Then we want to repeat it like X, Y, or both way repeat. This is the way. Then the size is now cover. You need to write it down like let's say feet. So then we say like you can also change it from here like 100%. So that's it. So attachment is the inherent fixed scroll. Like if we do fixed, it will now fixed as there is no options right now. Those now scrolling is not possible. So this is one thing. This is, you can, before that we used a different process with CSS, but now you can do it like that. You can also use the parallax effect in here as well, like to that, and it will, when you scroll, it will change. We see these things in action in our next video. This is just an introduction video, so I'm not just giving you any kind of example right now, because as there are a lot of settings, so I it's not possible in a one video. It will be a long video. So this is the upper layer. Same way, upper layer has like color. If you can directly insert image from the source, then you can have video as well, like video source, the cover, how the video cover will show, the poster of the video, the source of that poster, and so on. Will it loop, will it pause when the section is not view anymore? the parallax effect in the video as well. So now this is the border section. So this border radius is the border radius of the top section we are working with, and the background we are showing this background. So you can use a different kind of design with it, a lot of design if you want to create. Then there is a sizing. Sizing is basically the element size as a whole, like what will be the size of it. Like most of the elements have maximum this kind of settings. Like width, what will be the, now it's 100%, I can make it like 100%. Then the height is like 400. Then minimum width, then maximum width, like let's say I am giving it 100% for everything, and I give a maximum width of 400. So it will not go above 400, but it will stay at minimum at 400 maximum. So also there is a different ratio process on cornerstone. That is like we have like, let's say width of 400, right? If we give like 16 by 9, it will follow 16 by 9 ratio. If we do 16 by 12, it will follow 16 by 12 ratio. So like if I increase the width of this, it will follow that ratio regardless of the width. Okay, so that's it. So this is the 10% or 20% setting that only, especially if the elements will have, like pro div has this position that no other element has. So we will talk about it when we work with div and see how it works. But then we have Flexbox. Let's set up something for you so that you can understand about Flexbox. So we are now on Flexbox. So this is very common on different kind of on different element, but not all element has these settings. So this is a directional, like where like if you see that there is two div under this div as a children, you see here, and I have set a color for them. And if you can see, if I change the direction changes. Then we can gap between them as well. We can wrap it or not wrap it as a whole. It will not work as like that. Then we can also, like right now they're in center, what we can do, we can like space around it. Then we can make it end of that div as well. Then vertically we can make it center or end of this div as well. So this is how we can control the children's of any element with Flexbox. And also flex self, space, and everything, same things works like that. So this is how things are works with the with the Flexbox. The more we will work and the more videos we'll see, the more section we'll build, we'll see how this works and how we can implement this. Now here at margins, for margins I have created a process for you. Let's say there is no margin for both of them. Let's say if I select this one and add a margin to it, like 330 pixels, it's going out of the space. Like this margin is out of the space. Like as you know, padding, if we add 30 pixel, like now this is inside of that div or that element. So this is how margin padding works here, and this is how it is. And then border, you can have a border like 10 pixel border. This is the border for it, and you can have a lot of design like dotted, like dashed, and it's taking the background we have set in here to the setup as well. That's it. So this is how then the border radius of the whole div. See the border radius working like that. And also box shadow, like we can have X, Y, blur, and spread. This is how the box shadow will work. We control the shadow of this element from here. It can be inside, it can be outside, and in future videos we will see the actions of how we can implement it. Then there is a last thing, the interesting one, like this is called particles. Here we can control some few actions that Themeco has created for us. Like let's say, like see, something is coming from bottom. So this is how we can use this particles process overlap inside and things. See how it's overlaps and how it's inside. So this is how things are. We can have width, height, and radius of it as well. If we radius it like that, then it's kind of scale from where it's coming. So, and there is a secondary one as well. So with those two things, there are a lot of design we can implement, lots of interaction we can do, and that's it. That's the common elements settings, primary settings we have on Cornerstone. And we can use this few settings, and we can use the power of the elements to build nice website within Cornerstone. So with all these elements settings, we can create a lot of things. These settings are very much common in every element, but there are, as I said, 30 to 20 to 30% elements settings different, as we have in Div as well. So in future videos on different section, will be build full website videos. We will see how things can be used with this element settings. And that's it. If you like this video, please subscribe, and there are more video are coming with pro theme Cornerstone builder. So looking forward to see you in the next video. Thank you.